shipping can get absolutely bonkers, like off-the-wall crazy. You've got your official couples, the ones with those sneaky little hints, and then there's the stuff that makes you tilt your head and go, "What?" We're diving into crack pairings, folks. These are the ones that make you question if the shippers have lost their marbles. Now, I've rounded up a few pairings between 2 or more characters, but don't expect your run-of-the-mill ships like Fujimaru and Mash, or Gilgamesh and Enkidu, or heck even Kadok and Anastasia. Those ships are too obvious. Alright, let's dive in! You all must know our fiery director introduced in the early chapters, Olga Marie Animasphere. Despite her not-so-great impression of Fujimaru in Fuyuki, they, along with Mash, really deepen their bond. But who would have guessed her demise was inevitable, thanks to that scoundrel left laner managing to offer before Olga Marie's soul could ray-shift to Fuyuki? Yeah, we had to endure one of the saddest goodbyes in the game. Even though she's been gone since Fuyuki, her presence lingers. Turns out, fans have been keeping the Olga Marie vibe alive by pairing her with Fujimaru. From Fuyuki to now, there's still a ton of fan art featuring Olga Marie and Fujimaru, all because of their closeness back in Fuyuki, and, well, thanks to Ruyo's manga. But you know what? This ship becomes way less cracky when Olga returns in her beastly form as Olga Marie. She even spends a lot of time bonding with Mash and Fujimaru again, because she becomes an ally in that chapter. Transitioning from one director to the next, Dr. Roman brings this cool and fun vibe that runs through the story. And then there's Da Vinci, adding both an annoying and delightful touch as the director's advisor. Their dynamic often leads to bickering or playful banter, sparking another crack shipping where fans imagine Dr. Roman and Da Vinci being in love. Seriously, they're like close friends who argue like an old married couple. And funny enough, their voice actors are actually married, making this duo seem like it's straight out of a fairy tale. But let's face it, shipping Leonardo da Vinci, the artistic genius, with King Solomon? That's kinda hard to imagine, don't you think? After we journeyed through the London Singularity, Fran and Mordred were once paired up by fans. However, after some time, this ship's trend faded away. But hey, the shipping of Fran and Mordred got a boost again with the Apocrypha crossover event, Inheritance of Glory. The CM even featured a quick clip of the two giving a celebratory fist bump while walking away from a pile of destroyed golems. And you know what? The pairing received another nod in the 5th anniversary animation PV, where Maid Fran nearly takes a tumble after being tripped by Fu, but she's caught in one of Mordred's arms. And then Mordred shoots Fran a cheeky wink. Another ship that emerged from the London chapter is Anderson and Nursery Rhyme. At first glance, it might seem like an odd toy ship. But fans see that Hans is a grown man trapped in a boy's body, while Nursery Rhyme is the living embodiment of children's stories, and they usually don't get along. However, their undeniable connection, Nursery Rhyme being partially composed of Hans's stories, along with their in-game synergy and matching cute designs, has inspired fans to pair them together. In another event, the Prison Tower, people started shipping John and Amakusa, even though in Fate Apocrypha they're bitter enemies. Some fans even ship Dante with either of them, and sometimes with Jan Alter instead. Honestly, I'm not into it, because Jan already has an official relationship with Sieg, and I don't want any NTR drama in one of my favorite ships. But this is a crack shipping. Continuing on the topic of Jan Alter, she and Brynhild were heavily shipped during the Da Vinci event, and it seemed to come out of absolutely nowhere. The origin of this pairing was simply when fake Brynhild became super obsessed with Jan Alter, and suddenly this pairing skyrocketed in popularity. Enough talk about the saints. This time let's discuss the queens. Medb and Scathach are often paired together, which came almost out of nowhere and is a bit strange considering the fact that canonically Scathach views Medb as a man-child with sexual outbursts, and as far as I know, there's likely no romance or lore to support it. Moving on to our favorite hunters, Robin Hood and Ibaraki have been getting fan art together shortly after the Halloween 2016 event, thanks to Ibaraki enjoying the sweets that Robin shoots down her mouth. Sure, Robin's behavior seems more like an uncle indulging his little niece's whims, but who knows with the fans? Now on to our loud captain, Hijikata. Hijikata has a close relationship, possibly romantic, with Okita because they have a lot of history and moments together. Yet, it's not uncommon for him to be paired with Carmilla since he's seen flirting with her in his My Room lines. Honestly, I'm not sure why, but as far as I remember, they don't have many moments in events or main storylines together. One crack ship that's surprisingly strong in the underworld, where 6 digits are the key to happiness, is Ozymandias and Da Vinci. It all started with an R18 doujin featuring them as a couple, and when they were featured together in a Camelot rate-up banner, fans joked that even Delightworks ships them. In-game, he does compliment her for her beauty and intelligence and even expresses his desire for her to be his concubine, but apparently he doesn't quite impress her. Well, this is our little secret, but for those curious about this crack shipping, delve deeper into that world. There are plenty of chapters for the two of them to explore. There are also crack ships that are paired together solely because of similarities in design or traits. For example, Gorgon and Assassin of Paraiso, or Kiyohime, were once paired up because of Chiyomi's curiosity during the Setsubun event. She wanted to become friends with Gorgon, believing they were under the same curse. Gorgon, however, was creeped out by the idea. With Gorgon already displaying some tsundere tendencies, you can imagine how fans reacted to this tsundere response. Yep, instant shipping moment. Similarly, some fans tend to ship Lancelot with Rikyū because the two have character traits revolving around being parents, as well as having similar hair and outfit colors. Well, you can easily find plenty of memes and fan art about this crack ship, usually with the bonus of a frustrated mash. Arjuna Alter and Oberon also quickly began to rise as a pairing, merely because of how similar their poses were in their final Ascension artwork. People started creating memes, and even putting them together in one picture. So, what do you think? What other crack ships did I miss? Hit subscribe or mash will expose Lancelot's phone.